Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another 2K20 video. Still feels so good to say 2K20 instead of 2K19. Of course, this footage is coming from the community day that happened in LA last week. I got invited out by 2K UK, and a massive thank you to them for sorting out the trip, for sorting out all the accommodation, all of the flights, etc. It was such an incredible experience, and I've got some hands-on time. We've got about 3 hours of playtime on the actual game, and those 3 hours went by so quickly. I can't believe I was there for that long, and playing 2K20 just straight, it just went like 5 minutes. It was unbelievable, but we managed to get plenty of good stuff, plenty of good content, so be sure to check out the channel for all the videos I posted already, and subscribe for the videos that I'm going to be posting coming up, because obviously in that 3 hours, I got quite a lot of footage of pretty much everything that we were able to do. I got quite a lot of different archetypes, did a couple of Play Now games, did a couple of WNBA games as well. Of course, that's a brand new addition into the game this year. And of course, I went down in depth into all of the badges and all of this player building process. So for today's video, we have gone with a point guard, and we are going to be going with a play shot. And you can see here we're picking the physical profile. We go for nice and speedy, and then we can go ahead and choose our potential with over 400 attribute points that we can assign to the ones that we really want to be the best at. And yeah, we're going to do most of the finishing ones, and of course we're going to do all of the shooting ones. That gives us some pretty decent shot percentages, and you can see there the amount of stats you give to each category correlates to how many badges you get in that category, which is pretty awesome. It's so cool how this year they have really reworked the entire system, and you can get badges as and when you please. Like when you get a badge upgrade, you can decide what badge to put that on. You don't just upgrade each individual badge by playing in game or by unlocking it. You just unlock to get any badge upgrade, which is awesome. So in terms of our height, we are going to go with 6'3". In terms of the weight, we're not going to max it out. Max out is 215, but of course that gives you quite a bit less speed. So we're going to drop it down a bit, and we're going to go 170 to get that max acceleration at 90. Of course, we're going to minimize that wingspan, giving us a nice three-pointer. And then you get to choose your takeover, which is again so sick. So we could have done playmaking, we could have done slashing, but we went sharpshooter, and there we go. We are similar to Gilbert Arenas, Damian Lillard, and John Wall. So straight away, you know that is a pretty damn good build. And then you get to test your potential. So you can set yourself up at 99. You don't have to spend any VC for this. And then you can go straight in to picking and choosing your badges. So it shows exactly how many badge slots you would have for each category at the end of your road to 99. So we'd have 8 badge slots for finishing, we'd have 18 for shooting, and of course it is 4 badges for a Hall of Fame. So we'd go range extender, we'd go Deadeye, we would go for green machine, I assume, and flexible release. I can't remember exactly what I went for at the community day, but those are the ones that I'd choose if I was doing it right now. So we'd get 4 Hall of Fame badges, and then 1 badge up to silver, which is awesome. Or of course you could just have 3 badges at 5 badges at gold, etc. So there's a lot to play about with in this. No one player is going to have the same badges because there is so much to choose from. And there we go, I went with the 2 that I thought I would go with. In terms of the last 2 badges, we just chucked that on quick draw, which of course gives you a nice boost to quick releasing. On to the playmaking badges now. We've gone with Ankle Breaker, which is of course the same as last year. Space Creator, which is a James Harden step back badge. Quick first step, which is really important this year. Pretty much off every catch. If you have that badge, you're going to be moving a lot quicker than anybody else. And then we get a Hall of Fame badge. We get a Hall of Fame clamps, which is so sick. So we get a Hall of Fame defensive badge, along with 4 Hall of Fame shooting badges. So pretty damn nasty on this card, it has to be said. Very nice all-rounded stats as well. And in this game, we are going to be dropping 50 points. Now, obviously, this was in the hype of a day. This was a massive event. There was so much going on, so I was very hyped. So I was really just trying as much as I could. You can see here, I'm trying out the drill moves that are questionably slow, but we do manage to get ourselves all the way to the rim, and we get our first shot of the day to drop. So yeah, I'm going to be trying a lot. I'm going to be forcing a lot of shots up. I'm going to be really testing out the limits of this player. Obviously, didn't mean to do that. I know he was going to do that, but I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, we're testing out the limits of the player, which is why I'm going to be shooting some questionable shots, some bad shots. But I'm just going to try and get as many good releases as I can, and really try and work out the extent that these badges have on the game. So we get a nice steal there, and of course we're going to stop this one, and we are going to pull it, and we are going to brick it, but we're going to call for it back, and we're going to get our first green light of the game. And you can see there that awesome green light animation fluctuating underneath the player, along with giving the green bar as well. So they're going to call, well, we're going to call for the ball straight away from way downtown, and we're going to hit that one. So Hall of Fame range extender as, of course, last year's Hall of Fame limitless range, and we already know that is going to be a nice and powerful badge. We don't have catch and shoot on us, so that is not to our favour, but we still have flexible release, which basically does the same job. It just buffs you if you release it early or late. So if you don't get a green, that badge is really, really going to help. And I think that is going to be one of the most powerful badges this year, without a doubt. So we've got that, we've got the range extender, and we have got green machine. Whenever we get a green light, if we get consecutive ones, that window is going to increase massively, which is so sick. As our opponent hits a green there, and you can see the green light shows up for our opponent, we get to see that. So we know if someone's hitting a green light in our face. So quick first step there, lighting up even off of dribble moves. So it really is pivotal. And straight away they are double teaming us already, which goes to show how aggressive the AI are this year. I believe this is on All-Star difficulty, so they are a little bit more aggressive than just on Pro. But still, getting double teamed that early, like 3 minutes into a game, that's crazy. Definitely was not expecting that, but we're going to come down here, and that crossover move is so good, and we're going to jack that one, and we are going to hit that one as well. So shooting-wise, I really do think pure shooters are going to be insane this year, because this is a play shot. Like, if you had a pure shooter, he would be absolutely incredible. We're going to try to shoot that one. The defender in 2K19 used to sink down, but we still managed to make it. 80% contested, I think that said. That is unreal. And we don't even have Deadeye, I believe. I don't think we have it. We get another steal there. We get our takeover. We have a heat check, and we brick that one. But that's understandable because the defender was right there. But again, last year, they would have sunk down into the paint, expecting you to drive. It doesn't matter. We're going to kick this one out. We're going to get it kicked out to us. So we're going to hit a green light contested 3. Honestly, these badges, along with takeover as well, is just unreal. Like, we're going to drive this one inside, and look at that for a finish. That is why I think the play shot is going to be an incredible matchup this year. Because we've got Hall of Fame clamps as well, so we're not a liability defensively. We can take it inside, we can get stops on the defensive end like that, and of course we can shoot lights out from deep with our badges and with takeover, of course. That is just going to take us to another level. And of course, being able to choose which takeover to get, we can always choose that sharpshooter takeover, and that just makes us even more of a beast. So we're going to call for the ball here, of course, and we're going to green light and mid-range as well. The jump shot I'm using for this is Klay Thompson. There was no jump shot creator. We did have to choose one of the preset ones, but Klay Thompson isn't a bad one to choose, as we're going to drive inside there and we are going to get fouled, and that's going to send us to the line, and we're going to hit our free throws. Green on the first one, and I believe, if memory serves me right, we green the second one, as we do. So obviously that player is not a face scan of me. He is bald, and I am definitely not bald. So yeah, that was just me rushing through the player creation, just to try and get as many games as I can. We get fouled really hard there. I thought that would be the first flagrant of the year, but it wasn't to be. It was just a normal foul somehow. I mean, to me, that was definitely a flagrant. That was horrendous, but it sends us to the line again, and we're going to green light some more free throws. So at the line, we were an absolute lock, and from 3 and from mid-range, we were really on fire. So it was super fun to play with this build. There's going to be so many builds to try out throughout the whole year, so many different combinations, so many different badge combinations as well. Like, even if you just change your physical attributes, that changes your player entirely. Of course, changing the height is still going to make a big difference. We're going to take a shot there. We're going to make another 3-pointer. And of course, changing badges is massive. Like, you could be just focused on shooting inside, you can be focused on shooting mid-ranges, or you could, of course, just be focused on shooting these big, deep threes, as we get another 3 to drop there at 58% contested. And that quick draw, I think that is one that we're going to need to get Hall of Fame, so I think that is going to be a super efficient badge. If you have a quick release and you add on that badge as well, like, that is just going to make you shoot lights out. We're going to talking like super lightning quick. And of course, if you've got all the other badges, they're just going to work hand in hand, and you are just going to be unstoppable. There's a badge that helps you out if you hit your first few shots. So if you green your first few shots, you're going to have Green Machine, which is a badge that helps you when you get greens. That is going to help you out, and there we go again, getting another deep 3 contested. And let me remind you guys, this is without Deadeye. I don't have the Deadeye badge on me at all. not even bronze, and I'm still hitting these contested arse shots, which is just insane. As John Wall comes down, misses a mid-range, and I think I am sending a tweet at this point or something. I must have been, but yeah, my team just played on without me, and they're going to go and get a bucket without us even playing on that possession. That's what I do. I'm that good. I make my teammates better. What can I say? But yeah, we've got 44 points at the moment, and it was so fun to play this early. Get a proper hands-on feel for it. I really do think that I should be able to get some really solid gameplay and some nice archetypes going early on in the game. I definitely think this is going to be one of the better ones. Maybe it needs a couple of tweaks here and there with the physicals and with the physical height and stuff, along with the actual physical category that you can change. I think those things might need to be changed, but after that I think this would be one of the better builds in the game. Obviously a pure build is still going to be super strong, especially with all of the badges you can put on them. Like I said, if you're going to be going for all of the pure shooting badges, you're going to have a ridiculously overpowered card when it comes to shooting. I don't know how many shooting badges exactly you'd get, but I imagine if we're getting 18 as a secondary shooter, I imagine you're going to be getting over 20 badges, so you're going to be able to get like 6 or 7 Hall of Fame badges just for shooting, and that will easily give you all of the really important ones. And of course, you're going to have like a 95 3-ball. You're going to have the sharpshooter takeover as well. I think that build could be really disgusting this year, because these extra badges are really going to help shooters. But of course, you will be more of a liability on the defensive end, because even a build like this has Hall of Fame clamps. Right, we're going to call for the ball again, and we're going to shoot another 3, and we're going to brick this one. We started bricking late on in this one. We get it back, and we brick again. I think stamina plays a big part this year, because I am tired. As you can see there, I've got the Gatorade symbol. And we come down and brick 2 wide open, full white releases with, like I said, the Hall of Fame flexible release badge. We've got the other badges on us as well. And we still managed to brick it, so that was a little bit surprising, not going to lie. But we're going to take another 3 there, and that one wasn't surprising that it was missed, because it was a little bit contested. But I think stamina this year, like I said, is playing a massive role. So if you get tired, I wouldn't expect you to make any shots. I think in my team this year, fingers crossed, that's going to make a massive difference, because fingers crossed people have actually have to start using a bench. They can't just run the same starting 5 throughout the entire game, and if they do actually penalise you for getting tired and continuing to use that card, I think that is only going to be a good thing for the game. So we're going to come down here, we're going to shoot another 3. It's a moving one, and it's going to brick again. And like I said, at this point it was just over. Like, we'd bricked so many wide open shots just because we'd taken so many of them throughout the game, but we were so close to 50 points, so I really did want to just hit the 50 points, and I was going to move on to the next game, and I come down and brick another one. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this gameplay of this playmaking shot creator. 50 points in this one, and yeah, pretty good shooting in the first half and the first half of the second quarter, but after that we fell off. But we're going to hit this 3 here to give us a 50 points. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.